Alright guys, welcome back. And right now we're going to go look at the USB and the way that looks. And I think it's interesting that Sony decided to make each GUI look different. You know, the iPod looks different than the USB, and it looks different than the HD tuner, and they all have different ways of graphically showing you the information, you know. And I think that's cool. I don't know. What I really like is the USB, and you'll see why. So here's the USB. It divides into 3 different categories. I have a 32 gig USB stick in my glove box, and basically when you pop that in, it splits your files into USB music, USB video, or USB photo. Let's go to USB music. So as you can see, it'll look different than the iPod in the previous video. So yeah. Alright, so where do we begin? Alright, so when you're playing a song, this is what it's gonna look like unless you want full screen visualizations. And I'll go into that in a bit. Normally it'll be like this. You'll have your song on the right there. You'll have your song on there on the right. And you can go next track, pause, previous track, and the same things from the last iPod, the zap, the different visualization, and the shuffle and repeat, you know. Huge cover on the MP3 one. The iPod had a smaller one on the right. Huge cover. Now, notice the difference. When you're in MP3, so over here, I can use my finger and I can swipe it, and I can swipe away to another screen where it shows me the playlist of that I'm in. So I don't have to kind of like go back out of a screen like I do in the iPod. I can just tap over to another song that's playing in my playlist, and then just swipe this back over here, and that's the album cover that this album has, you know. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, yeah, I'm not swiping hard enough because I'm holding the camera. So yeah, over here, when you swipe it to the left, you have your playlist, and then when you swipe it to the right, you swipe it hard enough, you have your album cover, and then if you swipe it one more time to the right, look what you get. You get information like the title, album, the release year, the year, you know, even the file name and the bit rate, you know. So you have the bit rate information, and if you swipe one more time, if you have lyrics in the folders, it'll show up here. Isn't that crazy? How insane is that? They gave this nice, awesome way that this looks over here for the MP3, and they gave a bland one for the iPod. Which is fine, because I'd rather have my songs in MP3 format. Alright, and let's see over here. Up here, there's no, it stays steady. Now, while you're in here, if you don't like this view, you can go full screen by hitting this button. Now, you have full screen visualization. And they've put the album cover on the lower bottom, and then a small bar. And that's what it looks like. So it's a lot larger, and I don't know, some people like this mode a lot better. Okay, so let's go back. Alright, now let me show you. This is when you're playing songs. So now let me show you the main screen of the MP3s. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Very different. And you have your library. You can do all songs or albums with the covers on them. And now notice what happens when I swipe on this screen. You see, swiping does different things anyway. It's so awesome. So I swipe, and now it puts the albums in a different view. And I can scroll this way instead through my albums. Or I swipe again, and it brings them into this view. And I can just scroll down this way. I don't know, it's just a different way to see the same stuff if you like it. Now another thing that this has also is the Sense Me channels, which is similar to the Zap, and then Cover Art View. Look at what happens when you click Cover Art View. So now it puts all the albums on this kind of white canvas, and you go up and down, you can scroll and move the albums around. So if this one's underneath it, you just pick it up, and then you can click it, and now it plays that song. And you can scroll down your canvas of albums. See, I have a lot of albums cover missings because I have to update them, but if you have them all lined up, you can do it this way. I think it's just different. I think it's pretty cool. And then this takes you to what's playing right now. And the playlist, remember, all that cool stuff. And library. Yeah. I like all songs. Basically, yeah, let me take off this cover art view on my albums. And that's basically how the MP3 works. That's what the MP3 part of it works. Now let me show you the MP3 video. Hit home. Over here we go to yeah, not MP3 video, USB video. Okay, now I have I love this movie. It's so freaking funny. I was watching the campaign while driving home, but yeah.
Oh, no, I did once in college, yes, which we've never talked about. Goes without saying, this lunch never happened.
Great movie, so funny. But yeah, so, and that's an XVID, you know, that's a XVID that it's playing there. So this is what it would look like, and you have your, you know, playing movie song, movies playing there, and you would just scroll within them. You know, I don't want to actually show you what some effects are there. You don't want to see that. Cameras. Okay, so and then you got your photos. I don't have any photos loaded, but let's see what that looks like. Yeah, photo viewer. You know, pretty cool. I like the GUI, man. I'm telling you, it looks awesome. Also, another thing I didn't go over is this little button over here. That's your source. When you hit that, it shows you an sort of out-tabbing kind of thing. Watch, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, you hit that, and then this screen pops up. That's the only time this screen pops up. And it basically goes to the next one. But if you click it, and then you click it again, and again, and again, you can just use it to switch between all your different apps, and it revolves around in a big circle. So if you missed it the one time, you come back when it goes next time. So let's say I want to go to HD radio, I would hit that, you know, or let's say I want to go back to the iPod, go back and either go to the iPod. And that's the only screen that does that. The only button that does is switching the sources, and it's always going to be like that. And that's basically opening the button. Alright guys, the next thing is I'm going to show you is a CD. Thank you for watching.